there was this one POV I have been avoiding at any cost. Like during this week, at the beginning, I didn't know what should I do with this character. Like, how should I put it together? Like, I know there's something appealing in this character. There is something. And on the other hand, this character just wouldn't open up. This character has been so mysterious that I didn't know how will I ever write from his point of view. I feel like I already said something similar about some character like this. It wouldn't work. I did a lot of research and I did a lot of character outlining. I was trying, to fit different things, like how about this? No, that definitely won't work, and I was just like, maybe this, then I would remove it, and nothing would help. And when I thought that finally I have found something that fits, and then I would start writing that chapter, and I deleted it, like, completely. None of it worked. I had a scene in my mind. I had a scene that could be told from multiple point of views. So I didn't really feel like I was limited, because I could literally choose any character. Like, any character could tell the story. And of course I started choosing. First thought was Elijah, but I dismissed it right away. There wasn't even a second thought. Then I was thinking about Avil. I almost chose Avil. Like, that was the closest I've been. And then I was thinking, like, right, other characters. And so I've been choosing. I didn't want to pick Elijah. That would be such a disaster. And my manager, if we are taking UFC psychology, the reasonable and logical part, who tells myself that we can't choose Elijah because this character will doom this scene and we will never return to it, and this scene has a potential. I didn't want to. I thought I will leave it because, once again, when I started, I wrote Elijah, like, the point of view, and I was looking at it, and I didn't know how to start. That was an impossible decision. I didn't know how. Then I did my research among, like, I opened his zodiac sign. Then I started reading, like, what is this thing? But not pop psychology, like pop astrology, not this, but like a bit diving deeper. I found, like, this small thing, and I started with that sense. I started chapter with this sense, and then it kind of the scene kind of started unfolding. Just like I said in my previous video, immersion. So this sense was the immersion, particularly scent, was the sense that opened the whole world, that dining room, chairs, jokes later, then cloud appeared, and it started unfolding, and it was good. Like, every character, and even though this scene mainly was intended to revolve around Abner, like, completely different character, I still managed from Elijah's point of view to open every single one of them. Something I did not manage to do before. And as well, I have been writing it after midnight. My siblings were already cursing me, so I had no choice but to fold all my things. Mainly why I didn't want to write that scene from his point of view, because I felt like I don't know enough about him. Like, I already feared that I already started once when I didn't know him enough, and I ended up deleting months of work. That was before my YouTube channel. And it wasn't pleasant. So of course my manager, like, this protector, manager, firefighter, once again, psychology, these parts, like, reasonable parts, you don't start again you don't step again on the same in the same trap. So, but I tried anyway. Right now, before this video, I also started writing a chapter from Elijah's point of view. Didn't plan to. I thought about finishing the 15th chapter. Because that's a reasonable thing to do. That's the latest chapter. I should finish it. But I as well have been thinking, alright, when will I introduce Elijah? And I was just like thinking, well, probably if I would start from Elijah's point of view, is that he would be probably sleepy, somewhere he doesn't want to be actually, and he would prefer to be home and actually sleep. I don't know why, that was the random thing that came to me. And what do you think? The whole chapter unfolded. It was such a funny chapter. Like, I really enjoyed writing it. It has its own, like, all my chapters have this sense of irony and sarcasm, but this one just, like, really doesn't hide his true thoughts, his true feelings, and I liked it. It felt really relieving to write from his point of view. Because if we're talking about other characters, they have some secrets, they're scheming something, they're plotting something, they have this drama going on, like drama. And this character just says everything straight to the face. It felt so relieving. Like, I didn't knew that that was the chapter I needed this week. This week was complicated. Like, truly mentally complicated. Since I already started from the week, I would slowly go to that thing I want to share. Just like any YouTube creator, I am studying YouTube. I want to know how it works so I can reach more people that can actually resonate with my part, with my path, with my story, maybe with my book and characters if it happens to work out, or when it happens to work out. I have been analyzing. So of course I found some creators who have similar approach, but a bit different and a bit different. They have same format but completely different approach. And they, of course, they happen to have more subscribers, more comments, and I felt a bit downhearted. But then I went to my comment section, and this kind of feeling came out. No matter the numbers, I would still prefer your comments of my audience, this long, thoughtful, sometimes daring and challenging comments than just admiration comments. I'm not saying that either are bad. I'm just saying that I really want to thank you for that I have this kind of audience, and that I really, if I would choose, once again, if I could choose this amount of followers or my audience with your comments and with your thoughts, then without a single thought I would choose you. Because I have been comparing, once again, I would never choose that. That is not the point why I'm creating this YouTube channel. That's not the approach, and I'm grateful and write this long, thoughtful comment or you challenge my opinion. That means a lot more than how many subscribers, or will you follow, or will you not, will you like or not. This comment and the flow of thoughts matter to me more. So I just wanted to say that, of course, now that I've hit 120 subscribers, I am really grateful that you chose to stay. And I just wanted to thank you for writing, for sharing. That what matters for me in this YouTube channel. That's what matters the most. So back to Elijah. So like I said, week was complicated. Mentally was complicated. So I wanted clarity. More than anything, I wanted this clarity. Like this straight to face words. Like these facts. Like no white vowels. Anything. Just pure fact. Say it as it is. And then there happened to be Elijah. He wouldn't have worked earlier. Like, I needed to accept at some point Of course it annoys me. I am frustrated that this book has its own character and it doesn't really care about me. I don't know how else to call it. This book just feels like a random other being. Everything started to feel really clear, and yes, chapter was painful. Yes, there were some truths uncovered because, I don't know, for some reason Elijah happens to exactly be when everyone is trying to hide the truth, and he is in that situation when he uncovers it. It's really interesting. Like, there is this pattern. I did not intend to make it. I literally just now noticed it. So, moral of the story of the week. I guess what I learned is that, I don't know if I managed to transfer it until now, but I need to accept the way these things are and really, just like I did with these chapters, really appreciate the present moment. Because once again, while I was writing that scene, I felt a bit guilt because right now I could write this 15th chapter and actually go further. And as I said, it was already planned. So it would be more reasonable, once again, it would be more reasonable for me to finish that 15th chapter. But I didn't felt like doing it. I really wanted to write that scene. And this point of view, this family dinner, all of it, it felt so nice. And I thought, well, that is the point actually. That is the point while I'm writing it. Why I'm writing it. So why I even started. It was this feeling, this scene, when the voice itself of that character flows without my help, without my force. So that's the point. This morning, I needed to film this video as fast as I can. I was just thinking, if I would introduce Elijah, like this first chapter, how will I introduce it? And I was thinking, what would be the worst way? Like, what would be the worst way to introduce a character? And I used that worst way. But I like it. I don't know whether that's good or bad, but I like it. And then I saw it, like the huge lecture house, the huge academy, like it's all serious, like serious lecture, like history and legacy. And this character is just all that character feels is that sleep crawls on the corner of his eyes as the professor lulls him further with this lecture, like this history lecture. And then irony slips in, then I open some of the history even without info dumping. I don't know about others, but that's how it works when I write, when this kind of chapters unfold. Something I mentioned in my previous video. So basically you open one detail and suddenly the world itself opens for you, like you don't need to force it. It's even worse when I need to force it. So I think I will need to rethink that 15th chapter because still I feel like it requires a bit too much effort. Maybe the effort is right. I will want to test that theory. So I would once again delete everything and start from afresh. And once again with this one sentence. Usually, well, I don't know, I will try. So what I already have in mind is that I want to test this theory on this 15th chapter and to see whether it works. Okay, so my camera is about to die. So that's have been my week. I don't know, it's ridiculous, it's massive, but I wanted to fixate it. The history happens. You can't imagine how happy I am. I have been actually praying for it, like without praying book, but like with all my soul, I have been praying that I once again want to write this chapter in one sitting from one image when it flows out of me. I don't know whether it's a good thing. So yes, at some point I am really glad that I am back to it, back at this flow, back at writing. Like I feel like I'm breathing again, like I'm once again soaring in this writing. So I hope I won't spoil it, and we will continue in this manner. So yes, So that's what's on this week. I don't know whether you resonate. I don't know whether you have this issue with multiple point of views. Thank you for your attention. Thank you if you watched till the end of this video. And that's all, folks.